In our practice, Bill Overman and I focus a lot on investment sales and also in ground-up developments, especially in multifamily. In that world, in the last few months, has been impacted dramatically by a huge rise in the cost of construction.
Most companies, most subcontractors through their vendors will not guarantee pricing for more than 10 days, some of them for 1 day.
Steve Childs is the president of RRMM Design Build. It's a medium-sized firm that does everything from architecture to construction. And like many contractors these days, they are really busy. You can see the activity at the ocean front as well as elsewhere around Hampton Roads. So Steve has been watching commodity prices carefully, especially lumber. The good news is that lumber is starting to stabilize and there is talk of it starting to go down a little, but he still has to price it on a daily basis. Of course, lumber is not the only thing that has gone up since the pandemic started.
Drywall is up, I think, 20%. Insulation's up 20 or 25%. Steel's up 20 or 25%. All the things that we use the most are way, way up.
Among the things that COVID has affected is shipping from across the country and around the world. And Steve has seen during those COVID months a lot of building supplies get gobbled up by what he calls the big guys, and the little guys too, like you and me. It seems during the pandemic, a lot of us have done home renovations.
It's kind of crazy. I think there's a retail demand that's driving a lot of it because all the people that are working from home are actually shopping at Lowe's and Depot. And so all that lumber is sold at a premium no matter what.
As we said, there's indication that lumber prices are starting to stabilize, and some thought that maybe they're going to even start to come down a little bit. But what about prices overall? When are they going to get back to what we might consider normal?
Eventually, it's only going to take a few big players, and I mean big players, to start pulling out. I know some universities have pulled out, some federal projects have pulled out, and say, we're going to wait. And when that happens, when enough of that has happened, then pricing is going to come down.
When prices do start to drop significantly, a number of projects that have been on the back burner may start to look a lot more feasible. And people like Steve may get even busier. That's it for this week's Face Facts. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm John Wessling. Bill and I will be back in this space next week. Remember, if there's a topic you'd like us to touch on, please drop us a line.